Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Internet Championship of Fighting. I am joined today by three boys, the regulars. Why don't you introduce yourselves, gentlemen?
Here you got good old Mike LaFleur, Xbox X heavyweight champion.
Damn right.
Got your boy, former champ, future Hall of Famer, greatest commentator of all time.
And I'd say second only to Bobby Diesel would be myself, Kelvin Lamb. You know, mentally undefeated, the Iceman from Iceland.
And gentlemen, as you know, tonight we have the PlayStation Heavy Grand Prix. And I know what you're thinking. Everyone's thinking, this is impossible. They did 3 Grand Prix. Surely they wouldn't do another Grand Prix. Well, we did. And tonight we've got the 2 semifinals, Mark Hunt versus Brian Colin. Brian Colin being a new contender who beat yourself, Kelvin Lamb, in the first round, and then went on to beat Marcus Parker, 2 established contenders in the heavy division. So he's certainly one to watch out for. Mark Hunt came in as a replacement for myself because I'm currently not competing in the game. And he did very well against Dave Johnson, so he's earned himself a spot in the semi-finals. Moving on to our other semi-final, we have Jean-Baptiste, another newcomer who had a bye against Barry Scousman as he had to withdraw, and then went on and beat our one and only John Cage. So we've got 2 new guys in the semi-finals, and as well, Leper Skepper, he actually kind of had a bit of a career turnaround, took out a new guy who's, you know, proven when couple spars and stuff that he's obviously quite talented in Mike Tyson, and then took out Thunder, another ranked contender in the heavy division. But unfortunately, he had to withdraw from his semi-final because he had to, I believe he was going to be away for a week or so. So Justin Desuin, I think the number 2 ranked guy in the heavyweight division, he's come in to replace him against Jean-Baptiste.
And I believe we're all looking forward to how these semifinals are going to go. I know I'm personally really excited for the Mark Hunt-Brian Colin fight.
Yeah, I don't know what way to go in that fight, man. Because, I mean, you know, obviously, Brian Colin beat me. He's an incredibly good fighter. You know, I couldn't get much going. And he moved on to another FOI guy in Marcus Parker and beat him. And now he's fighting his 3rd FOI guy in Mark Hunt. And honestly, I don't know if I want Brian to win so my loss looks better, or if I want Mark to win so we can finally stop this guy from running through our camp.
Yeah, man, he's taking heads. This guy is...
Yeah, he's real good.
But overall, I think it's beneficial to have 2 new guys in the semi-finals here, because it adds a lot of life to the division. It's to the division. I mean, the heavy division on the PS side of things, it was stagnating a little bit. You know, we saw a lot of new life in the PlayStation Light division with a massive influx of guys. So thank you to everyone who has joined. But the heavy division, it's kind of a lot of the same old dogs who've been knocking around in there. So seeing someone like Mark Hunt, who, you know, hasn't been around in the league as long as, you know, people like yourself, Dale, or me, or John, or even Thunder, seeing him in the semi-finals along with 2 new guys, and then obviously long-time top contender Justin Desuin. It's interesting, man. I'm really excited.
And I am as well. These are looking like they're going to be great fights. I know we have some really serious competitors here. Mark Hunt, obviously extremely skilled. Especially, you could say he has quite a perfect pedis. I haven't seen many of Brian Colin's fights, but Bobby, would you know anything about these contenders that are currently undergoing this Grand Prix?
Absolutely nothing. To be honest.
Not a single thing, but at least you're going to learn tonight, Bobby.
But
Bobby's in Nirvana. He does not say a lie.
Honesty is the best policy, after all.
Exactly.
That is true.
Brian Colin, I mean, Dale, you can speak to this. He's got a little bit more of a patient play style, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, when he was fighting me, at least, he was on his back foot a lot. You know, I was pushing in, but he kept his distance and managed it really well. And then as soon as he saw that opening, he just took it.
Then Justin Deswin over in the other semi-final. He's a notoriously very prolific grappler. I believe Jean Baptiste is, a little bit more balanced. I believe he's got good striking as well as good grappling. And then we all know Mark Hunt is, a stand-up guy through and through. He loves his clean kind of quick, touch him up, get out, touch him up again, striking style. So that'll be an interesting one. But I don't know about you boys, but I'm ready to get into this first fight.
I'm right there with you, Dylan.
And get into it we shall. Now we're getting into Mark Hunt versus Brian Colin.
And here we are getting into our first fight. Brian the Beloved Colin facing FOI's very own Mark Hunt, formerly known as Jimmy Scrunch.
And he truly is beloved, Brian Colin.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at those shorts. How could you not love a man with such just classy shorts?
He's got to be careful wearing those gloves, though, man. I know a certain Barry Scousman who's not too fond of people using his gloves.
Yeah, you never want to upset a Scouse lad.
And coming out early, we have the power puncher, Mark Hunt. Ooh, getting caught.
Ooh, nice slip counter.
Yeah, this is a lot of what he was doing to me, backing up and then slipping my strikes so I'd lose stamina and just taking advantages where he can.
Like Colin has no respect for the Mark Hunt power.
It really does look that way.
Nice knee to the body.
Mark just needs to be careful. He knows he's got that one-shot power.
But Brian's doing a really good job right now of getting out of the way of Mark Hunt's shots.
Yeah, that's
Like
what he
you said,
really excels at as a fighter.
It only takes one. And against a powerhouse, if you can make them miss, that stamina is not going to be looking too hot.
And Mark definitely has the reach disadvantage here.
For sure. Nice uppercut. Both guys trading in the pocket. These guys they're just meeting in the middle and swinging and banging.
Oh, you love to see it. Just momentary separations, only just to let their stamina recoup just a little bit before they go back in.
Nice combo by Mark.
And we did forget to mention that we do have a special guest in the booth for at least this fight. Victor Leon. Ooh.
Hello.
Now, Vic, what do you think of this fight so far?
Feeling like Mark's got this. See, I'm not the most technical fighter, so I'm all I see is these little punches. But yeah, I don't know. It's good to be playing UFC again. It's been too long. Now, I would have liked to take part of the tournament, but I had left for vacation. Chose the Gentleman's Club over good old tough season. Hopefully, I'll be in for the next one.
Well, vacation is more important, my friend.
Now I feel alive again.
Sometimes you just need a break from competing.
Indeed.
But look
yeah, Bobby, when am I going to get my vacation?
Oh, slip uppercut!
You'll get your vacation in a year.
In a year? Man.
Yes.
All right. I'm
that
gonna
left hook
that.
is there for Mark Hunt all day long.
It really is. Oof. And the clinch was working so well for Mark at the beginning.
Could be looking for a pull counter here.
Which front kick
Yeah, Mark's sharp enough for that front kick. He's seen it coming.
Ooh. Just barely blocked.
Well, good knee.
This fight so far has been very high pace. Both guys just sort of taking turns chasing after each other. A slip hook sits him down. Mark Hunt's power is not to be messed with. That's 2 knockdowns now in the first round.
And he lets him stand back up. He doesn't go down to the ground. He wants to keep it standing where he can get a very nice knockout. That's an interesting decision.
It might be because he doesn't want to start wrestling. Because you can easily get slipped.
for sure. I mean, you go for ground and pound when they're just going to be in full guard. You know, all it takes is one slip of the straight, and you know you're in bottom top mount.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the slip hook is doing
There's a
work.
big lack of jabs in this fight. These guys are just winging uppers and hooks, left and right.
Yeah, I've noticed Colin's doing a lot of slip straight into lead hook on Mark, and it seems like he's really clued into that.
Mark does have the head health advantage here, just from those heavy blows he's landed.
And it looks
Nice
like
bit
he
of
might have
footwork.
very slim stamina.
Oh, the slip hook is there all day long.
Brian needs to adjust. He needs to throw a rear hook or just a 1-2 out. He's just been throwing these straight.
Yeah, he needs to start trying to maybe throw that check hook or, like you said, the rear hook to counter the slips of. There you go.
Well,
He
also,
doesn't
I
quite
don't
have the
think
same amount of power as Mark though when he lands.
nicely placed front kick, but I'd like to see Colin throw a bit more strikes to the body. I mean, he's created that habit from Mark.
He just tried there, but he got the head instead.
Oh, and the upper.
Up kick! Let's go.
Mark Hunt is bossing him.
Oh.
Another knockdown.
Jeez.
I don't even know how many knockdowns that is now this round.
Oh, 5 seconds left in the
Oh,
round. Another
man.
knockdown.
He's broken. He's broken him.
Brian just standing there. It looked like he was shell-shocked for a minute.
Damn, what do you, gentlemen? What do you? If you're Brian Colin on his stool going into the next round, how do you come back from that?
Complete
Become a
game
wrestler.
plan change.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, what he was doing was not working in that first round. He needs to try something else.
I say he needs to
I-
go to the ground, personally.
Yeah, I'd be shooting a takedown.
I mean, Mark is no slouch on the ground, but you could definitely say, oh!
Oh, uppercut.
Good
Rocks
job.
him.
Oh.
Front kick sits him down.
Mark is in trouble here.
Possibly a change in the momentum now.
Yo, he's starting off this first round real nice.
Can't be nervous.
And
Nice head movement.
that's a good point, Vic. You can imagine the tension is high in this fight. This is going to decide the finalist for the Grand Prix.
And maybe this is where experience comes into play. I mean, Mark Hunt, you know, he's had his fair share of league fights. You know, this is Brian Colin's third fight in any league, as far as I know. So, you know, he sits him down.
He's going for the finish. He's out.
Oh!
He knew right when to go for that. It's amazing.
Mark
Mark
Hunt
Hunt
is
takes
our
that
first
KO.
finalist.
And look at him here.
And that was a great fight. I mean, respect to both guys. They came into the middle and they boxed. You know, that was primarily a boxing match. Very few kicks in that fight, but you don't want to box with Mark Hunt, man.
And it's those hooks that just put Brian down. I mean,
We can't discount Bryant's performance, though, because, I mean, he knocked down Mark with that not beautiful uppercut. He got that front kick. He got a couple of rocks. He was doing real good. It's just Mark Hunt was hitting with the better attack.
Definitely, man. I mean, Brian, you know, he had his moments in the fight. There even looked like there might be a shift in the momentum at the early stages of the second round. But Mark Hunt, you know, he showed what he's about. He earned a spot in the final.
Brian definitely was there all day at the beginning, but then I believe Mark Hunt just rung his bell one too many times.
Yeah, definitely.
And Bobby,
What are your
Vic, what might your thoughts be around this very highly exciting fight?
Indeed, I was glad I was able to come back for at least this one fight. You know, it was an exciting one. It was a pleasure. It was a good fight too.
It's good to have you, man.
Very.
Thank you.
And we definitely appreciate both of your works in the booth. But now we get on to a matchup that many of us might not have seen coming, especially after Leper had to withdraw and give his spot to Justin. Now, who might you guys pick for the winner of this next fight?
I might be a little bit. This might be a hot take. I don't know yet, but I might have to go to Jean Baptiste. I mean, Justin's great. Like, let me say that at the start. He almost beat Dogu in a title fight. I mean, that's incredible just on its own. But he's been inactive for a little bit, a little bit rusty. Jean Baptiste might be new, but I mean, dude, he went through Barry Scousman, then he went through John Cage. And going through John Cage is no easy feat. I mean, even when you think you might be having a good fight with him standing up, he'll bust out a sub and take you out. I know that very well.
And that is definitely the John Cage we know. I know Bobby's been around that block and seen some of John Cage's more exciting fights. Isn't that correct, Bobby?
That is correct.
And just to speak to that, Bobby, the man who, you could say, dethroned Cage from this whole midway through the Grand Prix, would you say that Baptiste has more of a chance at winning versus Justin's elite wrestling?
I didn't see his fight, but if you can knock off a guy like John Cage, then you're obviously doing something right. So I don't think it'd be a stretch to say he can win this one.
Absolutely not. Well, boys, are you ready to jump into this next fight?
I am excited.
Now,
Let's do it.
we'll get in to the semifinal between Justin Dejuan and Jean Baptiste.
Now we've got our second semi-final of the evening. Justin Dynamite Dejuan against Jean Chico Baptiste. And unfortunately, like I said before, Leper Skepper, he had to withdraw from this bout, and that's very unfortunate because Mans took out two very, very, tough opponents after, having a bit of a resurgence in his career by switching calf archetypes. But there is no better man to replace him than the number 2 ranked former title contender, Justin Dejuan, as he gets reversed there on the ground.
Yeah, classic Justin technique there. Just shoots immediately for the takedown, because that's where he's most comfortable. Especially when he is half a head shorter than his opponent.
I mean, look at that calf, man.
Yeah, he's one big fella. Just look at him.
This is
He's
a
a big
huge
fella.
size difference. Imagine the reach. Look at that knee. It reaches straight to Justin's face.
We might have... who sanctioned this fight? This guy is huge.
Are we sure Justin is fit for the heavy division?
See,
I
he
mean,
fights at his natural weight, man.
Seeing these two guys, man, I have a hard time believing that they weigh the same.
This
But don't
takedown
worry,
for
we got
Dejuan.
magically growing Justin right there. He does have the ability to grow bigger when he's grappling with you, so that's why he wants to be on the ground.
Nice bit of ground and pound there, but he's out. Baptiste is out. Back to his feet.
This Gene guy's real good at this ground and pound.
He's very slick at getting out of this.
Nice,
He's
cool
working the
fight.
body nice, too. Yeah. That lead
You don't really
hook.
see that often.
And he has a very unique look about him. As you can see, Justin, he's got a familiar face that we've all seen. But some might say Baptiste
But
may look like Cyril Gahn.
He looks like a much paler Caucasian Cyril Gahn. Possibly the same nationality as well. Oh, nice
that out of
combo.
the broadcast, Dylan. You might have just screwed us.
I didn't say nothing.
Dylan would never say anything problematic.
He never has and he never shall. Oh, wow.
What's problematic is Batiste's takedown defense. He's really caught on to Dejuan's when he shoots.
There
Oh,
we
there
go.
we go.
Justin gets one there.
Finally gets him down.
You just got
See what he can do at a full guard.
And Vic, what would you say is working for both of these men?
Pretty hard to say. So we got the big man out here. He's got obviously the reach advantage, but the takedowns seem to be working as well.
Well, you know
Justin-
that
So-
advantage don't matter when you got somebody like Justin humping up on you on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw just a little bit ago. classic Justin technique, going straight for the crucifix position. That is where he does the most damage.
For sure, I noticed that as well, Dale. He loves that crucifix.
That guard.
Oh, but he's in stack. Uses that to take half guard. Nice, nice.
Look at these slick transitions here.
Yeah, Justin grapples so smart, man. He's really a top level grappler. Maybe even
really
the best grappler in the heavy division.
Which is really just showing how skilled Petit is as well, that he can hold his own to Justin.
Yeah, he's keeping him locked down in half guard and full guard here. You know, he's taking a little bit of damage right now, but so far Justin is having a little bit of trouble trying to advance to some more dominant positions. Gets the side control now.
And here is his bread and butter. If he can just get Batiste into crucifix, I believe Batiste might be done for.
Oh, but he denies that, and Sprawling gets back up.
There we go. Yeah, Batiste, I mean, I think he's looking really impressive, man. You know, Justin Dejuan is, he's arguably, you know, one of the best guys we've got in the heavy division right now. I mean, very few people can beat him. You know, I can speak to it. He's got a win over me. He took out, you know, and it's funny enough, if he wins this fight, and he's against Mark Hunt in the final, he's beaten Mark Hunt already. He's got a win over him. So, John Batiste is looking like he could be a very, very top of the food chain contender, competing with Justin
And
so competitively.
our new heavy division champion definitely has to be someone that represents the weight class, of course.
I'm loving the body.
Man, you know, as a short king myself, I would love to have a short king as heavy champ. But also the 6 foot tall baby man, Chico Batiste, that'd be a pretty cool champ to have as well, just look wise.
Yeah, I mean, I love that he's got the pride shorts on.
Oh,
Rocks him! Spinning hook kick.
Yeah, and Pride's never gonna
heel
die,
kick.
Dylan, because this is a matchup straight out of Pride. They love matchups like this.
and look
Yeah,
at
for
these
sure.
shorts.
Now if the stalker kicks on the ground, we'd be golden.
And knees to the head, of course.
Fellas, who do you think won that last round?
I'd have to say Batiste, just for the striking prowess, but the takedowns are working.
Yeah, I'd have to say 10-9 Batiste for last round as well, just because he defended about just over half
nice
the
rock.
takedowns.
I'd have to give it to Justin, man. I can't root for no guy named Gene. You know?
I believe it's pronounced Jean.
Well, not around here, it ain't.
Name George and say whatever they want.
That they do, as Justin gets straight back. Oh, he almost got that crucifix.
John has done a really good job denying Justin's attempts at getting into crucifix.
Yeah, he's pretty aware of it.
That's pretty much like a gimme, something that you have to make sure that you're on top of when you fight Justin, because he even had Dogu in trouble with it in their title fight a couple of times.
Yeah, he was like inches away from
Some
being
heavy ground and pound.
fight, man.
Very heavy. And something interesting, it appears that Gene has turned off the grapple advantage meter.
Interesting.
Does appear so.
Oh,
Oh, and that's
okay, it's
heavy
getting
ground
close.
and pound.
Good block.
I think another
Ooh.
thing that can play into Justin's favor is
He's going
just
for an
outright
armbar.
ring experience.
Nope.
You know,
Side control.
Oh, I thought he was trying to go for an armbar there.
I mean, at least go
Ooh.
for an armbar or maybe posture up. I mean, Gene's his stamina was very low. He could have taken advantage of that.
absolutely. I believe that that could have been capitalized on much further.
But Justin loves side control.
Yes, he does.
Oh my god, these denials! Justin is on
His
point with
elbow.
his denials right now. And then another.
This is truly his
definitely
bread and
seen
butter.
that.
Oh, he
Oh,
finally
no.
takes crucifix. This is where his bread and butter.
And
Oh.
a denial. Oh, this is not good for Sean Batiste, man. You do not want to be in crucifix with Justin Dejuan raining down elbows on top of you and he's out.
Ooh, but look at that
Just
head
as
health.
his head health was about to go empty, he was able to get that reversal and get into sprawl.
This was looking like a Valentina Shevchenko fight there for a second.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if any of you gentlemen saw, but on the back of Justin's shorts is one of his sponsors, Greasy Biscuit. So I felt that it'd be right to give them a quick shout out on the broadcast.
Oh yeah, man, they make the best biscuits.
The greasiest,
Jump.
but also the best. Oh,
The best
Oh,
ice cream.
nice
Denial.
turning
Beautiful.
takedown.
Yeah, Jean spent a lot of time this round on his back. You know, he took some heavy shots, so he's determined now to land some damage on the feet and keep it there. As Justin shoots another denial.
I would like to see Justin try to mask his takedown attempts a little bit more. You know,
he does
Yeah.
tend to shoot naked very much.
shooting naked takedowns. You know, while he can land them, sometimes it's definitely not doing him any favors.
Oh,
Yeah, it helps.
Oh, uppercut left hook.
Oh!
Sits him down.
Knockdown.
and Vic,
John manages to get back to his feet.
are you liking what you're seeing here from both of these men, Vic?
See, I stayed for another fight because the last one was so exciting. Quite enjoying this one quite as well.
We're all like that, man.
And the head movement on display here is just insane.
There's another good shot of greasy biscuit. There you go.
Jean's up.
But you can't forget Kakuzo, man.
Powers, man.
Right there
And
on
now
his
he's-
left thigh.
Side saddle. Another position that Justin Dejuan can
Big
really
elbows.
dominate you in. He gets the backside.
Oh,
Yeah, man,
no.
Dezuan loves his elbows. And you know what? I don't
Oh.
blame him. Elbows are fun. And as we
Elbows are
approach the
fun.
last minute of this fight, Batide has spent an alarming amount of time on the bottom this round.
Yeah, this could be a 10-8 maybe.
This has to go to Justin. I mean,
Oh,
there's
he's
no
gonna
other
go
way
to
about it.
Justin. He had the knockdown, he has the control time, the takedowns. The
Got a knockdown on the
outstriking because
feet.
of his striking on the ground as well.
He got at least two rocks on the bottom as well. He's kind of having his way with Jean right now.
And these mix-ups are just working so
There you
well.
go. John wants to keep it standing. That's a good decision on his part. That's where he has the most advantage, I think. Just purely based on
Oh,
reach.
nice slip straight. Oh, the classic combo. He's ripping
Oh,
body
he's
hooks
just
now.
going all out these last 15 seconds.
Justin's there
A lot
for
of
it though.
success with that uppercut to hook.
Ooh. And Jean really needs to just work that distance, of course. He's getting caught by a lot of Justin's little short combos.
We could
When-
be around a piece here, but Justin could also be up 2 rounds potentially.
It is
Depending on how
possible.
the
I
judges
think
see
we're
it.
closer to 1 round going to each guy, but it depends on if that last round was 10-8 or 10-9.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the rock at the end. Oh, slip hook!
Justin's
Oh, the head movement!
Justin's
Impressive.
Gotta be careful here. You don't want to gas him.
Oh! Rocks him upstairs and then goes down to the body. Head kick!
Another head rock.
The pace in this 3rd round is just insane.
Uppercut.
There's no way.
Oh, he knocked him down! He's ripping combos!
Oh, he's going
Justin's
for
in
it.
trouble.
He couldn't
Alright,
get it.
Let's him back up. Good decision on his end.
my
He
God.
doesn't want to be on the ground.
Everything's
Petit is
landing.
entering the Matrix in the 3rd round.
Oh, beautiful slip to a takedown.
There's the takedown.
That's what Justin needed. That's the only thing that could save him right there. Every shot from Jean was landing.
Definitely. Gets back to sprawl here, though. This isn't a great position for Justin. Jean actually can't stall him out here if he wants, but he gets up. Back to his feet.
These heavy competitors, they definitely want to win by all means necessary, and neither of them wants this to go to the judges.
Justin might want to watch out with that uppercut to hook combo, seeing as Jean here seems like he's kind of hunting for a pull counter.
Yeah, it does seem like he's looking for one.
Yeah, it's easy to fall into the habit of just ripping an uppercut and then ripping a hook. But if
Justin's
someone
relentless
pulls you-
with these takedowns.
I think Justin
Yeah,
needs
he's
to
able to
finish.
Yeah. Typically not a big fan of grappling, but Justin is so active on the ground and has such heavy ground and pound that it's enjoyable to watch.
Vic, what are your thoughts on this round as we approach the just over the 2-minute mark?
Well, I feel like it's definitely not what we expected, but it's making for one hell of a fight. And it could go for anybody right now.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd score this round so far. We're approaching the halfway point here at 2:30. And, I mean, could be 10-9 Batid so far, or it could be 10-9 Deserwin.
I think it's probably got to be 10-9 Batid, just for the knockdowns. Justin has controlled him a little bit on the ground, but he's back to his feet now. I don't think Justin's done enough to warrant this round, but there's still 2 minutes to go.
Ooh.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Bodywork's paying off. Oh, his body held so low.
And Batid has a
I like
read on
to
the
start
striking.
whipping some body uppercuts rather than body hooks when he's this close.
Ooh.
But, you know, I mean, it's working for him so far, so...
Oh, Justin's got to be careful. He's getting lit up.
Batid is hunting for the finish, man. He's just walking him down. There's that pull. This is a crazy fight, man.
Ooh.
Justin needs to start ripping a couple of uppercuts when he sees that
Oh.
body.
Uppercut.
He tried, but Jean is just a little too smart for that. He knows as soon as he goes for that body, he's gonna pull. Oh! Oh my
He
god!
hit for the KO by John Chico Batid. Man,
Take
what
my
a
statement
finish.
back, man. That Gene guy's pretty good.
Look at this. And the camera gets a nice close-up shot on him.
And that sweet baby.
Oh,
Look at it.
Ooh.
that has to be a knockout of the night here.
Just perfectly placed spinning heel kick, man. And look at that. He's bleeding out of his right eye, but he doesn't care. Mr. Chico here is moving on to the finals against Mark Hunt.
That was so exciting.
Yeah, that was a great fight. Now, I'd like to say that I backed Jean before the fight, so I'm feeling pretty happy about my prediction there.
He definitely. Justin came in and gave him a great fight on short notice.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to see this final, though, between FOI's own Mark Hunt and Jean Batid. I mean, we've seen his stand-up prowess in this fight, and he is good, and I'm pretty sure his calf is going to keep the reach advantage and height advantage over Mark Hunt.
He definitely will. Mark Hunt is a bit of a shorter guy, but Mark does have that one-hitter-quitter power where he can just put you out at any moment. I believe that's going to be Mark's biggest issue is that reach, but Gene just needs to stay patient.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't get overzealous against Mark, he has a good chance of winning. But I mean, if you press just a little bit too hard, like Brian did in his fight against Mark, he'll make you pay for it.
And Mark definitely is one of those very technical counter strikers. So I'm extremely interested to see how this matchup fares. But
Bobby
now,
and Vic, what do you guys think about who's made it into the finals?
Man,
I don't know.
gotta,
It's a great it's a great finale.
I'd say it's kind of unexpected, maybe, but you got two guys that are exciting to watch, and they've proved that they're legit fighting each other. So, I feel like this is going to be a banger. As far as predictions, I'm not 100% sold on either guy, but either way, I can't wait to see this one.
and me neither. But now, we're going to get in to the PlayStation Heavy Division Grand Prix final between Mark Hunt and Jean Batid.
Rolling into our PlayStation Heavy Grand Prix finale, we have my fellow part-time flying orca Mark Hunt going up against Gene Batty. Fellas,
Jean Batid,
give me
come
some
on.
predictions.
Well, I'm thinking
Nobody named no John Batiste.
I gotta go with Mark Hunt here.
I think everyone
don't know,
knows
man.
exactly what I'm gonna say. My FOI brother Mark Hunt's gonna be the new champ.
You know what,
He's gonna
boys?
bring home another belt to us.
I'm usually the one that goes for the controversial picks, but this time I don't even think it's going to be controversial. I'm going with my boy Jean Baptiste, man. Big baby gets it done.
Yeah, I might have to go with the giant man child because he pulled it out last time.
And
Yeah, he
he's
had to
swinging.
hit some nasty hooks on Hunt so far. I'd say like they're just banging.
And something that I can see. Ooh. I feel like Mark needs to work those leg kicks more, especially as a powerhouse boxer.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Had some body punches, man. You can
Man,
open
these
up the
guys are
game
just
so much
trading in the
more
pocket.
as the powerhouse when you don't just headhunt.
Ooh, slick combos here and feints.
And the height difference isn't quite as bad as the last fight, but man, Jean Baptiste is just—he's such a big guy.
Another near front kick.
It's so hard to get around that range.
I feel like there's also a fear factor in there. You know, you're fighting a guy that's a foot taller than you and he looks like a baby. That's got to throw you off your game a little bit.
He's the boss, baby.
Bosses.
It's his family business, man.
Shout out our sponsor.
Theater soon, man. We're
Family
still gonna go watch
business. It is.
September
here.
17th, Boss Baby 2, family business.
that. We got ICF movie date. Come join us, everybody.
Yeah.
And
Bring your
Jean
handheld soldier
Baptiste.
game devices so we can play it while the previews play.
And remember, we are going to be listening to the movie through Raycons.
Thanks,
Ah,
man.
left hook. Oh,
The pace in this fight, man, is insane.
crazy.
These guys do
It's
not
crazy.
care.
Nasty slip straight, though, from Jean Baptiste just there.
You know, as a devout follower of the swing and banging, like this is the kind of fight you dream of.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just two guys going ham against each other, man.
Another nice slip from Jean.
Yeah, but both guys have landed good shots so far. And again, this is pretty much anytime anyone's fighting. I mean, there's a kick, but it's pretty much a boxing match so far.
And both of these men just have very slight openings. Oh!
Oh, and there's
yeah.
that spinning heel kick again.
Oh!
He whips with it.
Good duck from Mark Hunt there.
After that last finish Jean got against Justin, you got to think he's feeling confident with that kick.
But he can't get too confident. Mark already showed that. Oh my God!
Oh,
That was
straight
so
down the
quick.
pipe, rocks him.
I don't know what it is, man, but when people get into a fight with Mark Hunt, they just want
Uppercut
to
sits him
box.
down.
It's a
Take one to
firefight.
give one, man. These guys do not care.
Yeah, they're getting after it.
Oh!
Someone give me
Oh! Now
Fight.
Mark sits him down. It's like they don't even know they're fighting for a title.
Oh!
Just banging
Oh,
it.
the pull.
Snap uppercut.
Mark needs to be
He's
very
been
careful.
doing business in this Tony, though, with that pull uppercut.
Oh, Gene here just gotta be careful of that body work, man. Cause you know you get hit with one of those big old uppercuts. Your lights are drawn out.
Yeah, and it's getting hit with an uppercut from Mark Hunt compared to Justin Dejuan. You know, that's a big difference. Mark Hunt's uppercut can put you out.
Justin's will just rock you for the rest of the round.
Some super Samoan hands, man. Like bricks.
Justin is he's a volume striker. Mark Hunt is a power striker.
Oh, the pull uppercut.
And I think
He's
it's
not
time.
going to the ground.
Hunt needs to just focus on the body as soon as Jean just starts pulling, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Or maybe he could time his own pull counter. I mean, Jean definitely is looking for the pull counter here. So if you can realize that and pull his pull, you know, your pull will be the successful one because you're countering his pull counter with your own pull counter.
But Dylan, what if Jean Baptiste pulls the pull to his pull?
Well, then we're getting into pull deception, my friend.
Well, a black hole will open up in the center
Yeah.
of the cage and suck it.
Oh, front kick! 5 seconds left.
Oh,
I don't see this one lasting another full round, fellas.
it definitely
No.
can't.
Not at this pace.
This has to be a shorter fight, and I think maybe Jean edged it out there, but he's going to
Well,
show
here we go,
us the
looking
stats.
at these round stats.
Oh yeah, Jean won that round for sure.
Yeah, 3 knockdowns. I think he had 3 stuns as well.
I mean, geez,
Something like
on
that.
a mission.
And look at this dude, man. I mean, he's up
Oh
around.
my God, the
Oh,
pull up
again.
Oh,
And now he's ripping that body. He's got no.
Oh,
respect
switch
for
kick
Mark
to the body.
Mark needs to be very careful here and just stay composed.
Now, John cannot get too confident right here and just open up, because you get hit with one clean counter, that might be it. His head health is too low to take gambles.
Yeah, but Teed seems to have evened up the head health in this round so far. Look at that.
Definitely, man.
He's
Also,
draining
he's
Mark
like,
Hunt's
right.
block, too.
Oh,
Oh!
oh,
Oh! The right hook knocks him out cold! Jean Petit, our new PlayStation Heavy champion. Fellas, a newcomer comes in, joins the tourney 0-0, runs through everybody, and is our new champ. The big ball
Yeah,
bait
pretty good,
this
man.
guy. Chico.
Oh, man. Jean Batiste with a beautiful rear hook that just knocks Hunt's lights out, man.
And he's out cold, man. That's not a TKO. He's out before he even hits the mat.
these reads were just absolutely amazing here, and you can hear the crowd going wild there. As
Man, I can't believe we have a champ with Benjamin Button disease.
Dude, I can't believe we've got a champ that isn't Dogu alternate, or Dogu, as I believe it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't know, I probably
So
botched
weird,
that.
man.
But man,
I believe it is Dogu.
Dogu, yeah. Dude, I'm excited for that fight now. I mean, we've got a lot of contenders now in the heavy division, but if Dogu comes back and he wants to fight for the belt in the heavy division, Jean Batiste's a killer, man. He is a killer. I mean, he beat Justin, okay, maybe not more convincingly than Dogu did, but he still beat him, you know, and he beat Mark Hunt, and he beat him.
Dogu 5 rounds.
Yeah, so I want to see that fight, man.
and we know Chico is just one for emphatic knockouts here. That is just his style, as we've seen within this
Yeah,
tournament.
man. He's about it.
He is about that life. I mean, damn.
You know, as much as it sucks to have Dogu away like he is, it's really exciting and refreshing to have a new face atop PlayStation Heavy. You know, it's really exciting to
Definitely.
see how this can play out in the future for him in terms of title defenses and such. And, you know, maybe that fight with Dogu down the line. Who knows? So it's
Dogu
definitely,
was. Go on, Bobby.
bringing a lot of excitement to the division, basically.
For sure. I mean, Dogu was so dominant for so long. Seeing a new champ and, you know, a guy coming in and knocking these top contenders out and winning the Grand Prix, you know, that's very exciting, man. I mean, Jesus, I'm happy I'm not competing in the heavy division anymore, man. I wouldn't want to fight that guy.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say, Dylan, you might be the answer to Jean Baptiste
I'm retired, fellas. You know,
not
this
coming
guy-
back
Oh,
for
you're
another.
Retirement
Well,
is never
play it.
forever. We will find a payment that will get you back into that octagon,
Money
Dylan.
talks, man. I was
I
on the
do-
podcast a couple weeks ago, fat, retired, and happy, and then me and Mike had that little spat. Fought
Mate,
in the
I would-
backyard, and it reignited that love. So you never know.
I'm burnt out, man. I'm burnt out. I play too much of the game. I'm so busy these days. Maybe I'd come back for an exhibition bout, but at the moment, I'm happy in retirement. I love seeing these new guys come up and do their thing. You know, I don't need to get my ass kicked by these guys. I'm happy enough just watching from the side.
And this tourney has really just shown. I mean, we've had a lot of high-level new guys join the ICF, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much to all of you guys who joined, especially to those of you who signed up for this tourney. Because I mean, Brian Colin, he had a great showing running through
For sure.
two guys in FOI. I mean, Marcus Parker, he's a real good fighter. I mean,
Yeah.
him losing to Brian Colin, like, he's a top contender in the heavy
Absolutely.
Yeah.
division.
It speaks to Brian's ability, in my opinion. And Brian did us a favor. He was originally meant to compete in the light division. I believe he was a little bit confused with sign-ups for his first week here and accidentally signed up for heavy division. And he said, "No, it's cool, man. I'll stick it out. I'll do this Grand Prix." And look how far he got in it. So props to that guy. And he put on a great showing. I mean, that was a close fight against Mark Hunt. That was a very close fight. And we've still got Leper Skepper. Look at this turnaround for him. He didn't get to showcase his skills in the semifinals, unfortunately. So his next bout will be an exciting one as well.
And I believe that might be next for the title, in fact.
Potentially.
As long as Dogu does not make his long-awaited return, of course.
Yeah, you never know, man. I mean,
it's Superman. I don't know if he'll return that quickly. But man, I am excited to see how Jean-Baptiste does in his championship reign.
I believe this could be a new era for the ICF PlayStation Heavy Division.
The era of the man toddler.
Absolutely. Chico brought home the gold here. Though now, we are going to conclude into our post-fight show. Boys, just to speak to what we've seen here tonight, out of these fights, which would you say had the most oomph and was the biggest banger?
Man, I'd have to go with that Gene guy versus Justin. No,
yeah.
The barn burner.
That was great.
As
All
a
3
banger,
rounds.
I'm going to have to go with Mark Hunt versus Brian Coleman. Because, I mean, they just knocked each other down time after time.
I mean, all 3 fights tonight were bangers. Like, there was not a bad fight. Personally, I gotta go with Jean versus Justin, just because Jean entered the Matrix in that 3rd round, man. I mean, that was crazy.
Dude, a knockout of the night, that belongs to Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah, Jean-Baptiste could be walking home with multiple bonuses after tonight.
He really could, and
Maybe even a
most likely
performance.
will.
Yeah, he had one hell of a performance against Mark Hunt.
Totally. He could walk away with three. he could walk away with 3 performance bonuses. He could get knockout of the night, performance of the night, and fight of the night. Guys,
I feel like it's fair
imagine
to
that.
give Mr. Gene here this tip after possibly raking in over $100,000 worth of bonuses.
And Gene,
Don't tell the IRS about that.
Gene,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him, just became an instant overnight sensation in the ICF.
That he did.
That is a factual statement, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start stringing together a couple of wins so I could fight this guy. So I want to fight him too.
Are you sure you want to take on the giant baby?
Oh
That is
man,
Jean-Baptiste.
my
Monk
5'9"
man.
monk trained Kelvin Lamb. He fights anyone.
What's that you got tattooed on your chest again, Kelvin? Judges.
Judges 15-16. And Samson said, "With the jawbone of an ass, I have killed 1,000 men." And don't worry, I'm about to make it 1,001 next time y'all see me.
And I believe, Kelvin, tell us, but aren't you going to go on a parallel of Samson's journey and grow all your hair out to become the strongest kind of man you can?
Absolutely. You see, as long as I do not tell anyone my true identity, and that should retain my strength. After all, Samson lost his strength when he told Delilah his name, and then they cut his hair, took his name, but man,
Yeah,
he's one heck of a warrior.
we get it.
But they'll never take your pride, huh?
That was beautiful, Dale. And we really wish you well, or we wish Kelvin well on his religious revival.
Tell the story about the lion and the jackal again.
And
Was it
so
Witch in
the lion
the
said to
wardrobe?
the jackal, "Yo, dude, get off my fucking turf."
Beautiful.
That's the story, if I remember it correctly.
Absolutely beautiful. And these Bible verses definitely fall in line with the fights tonight. We've just seen insane finishes from every man. Every man was there to put on a performance. And I can't wait to see what the future of the ICF holds for these men.
Yeah, I definitely want to give a big shout out to our fighters for putting on such a great show tonight. And a special shout out to our boy Victor Leon for hopping in the booth with us tonight. Dale, buddy, how about
Yeah?
you plug these socials for us when we wrap this bitch up?
Oh, I can do that. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for more UFC content. I mean, we're putting out weekly cards. We got a lot of new guys. We got Tough coming up. So keep an eye out on the channel, smash that notification bell, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button about as hard as Jean-Baptiste hit Mark Hunt. And then
Yes.
give us a follow on Twitter, because, you know, we update fights. You know, sometimes we need replacements, like Justin Tough. We had to do a couple of replacements for some people, and that's where we'd announce a lot of those, as well as the Discord. And then if you think you could take our boys, you think you can beat the man-child champ of Jean-Baptiste, join our Discord, register your calf, and sign up for our fights, because we'll get you one.
Absolutely. And we thank everyone that has helped make these cards possible. And we will see you next week.